knowledge.
Person in the world that feels that.
My ex ain't shit. Ex ain't shit. My ex ain't shit. Ex ain't shit. My ex ain't shit.
X ain't shit. X ain't shit. My ex ain't shit.
You gon' be the only one mad cause I'm about to be single. Catch me in the club, throwing up singles.
Hey, yo, what's good, gang? It's your boy, you know what I'm saying, Roberto. And I'm about to do something that I haven't done in a minute, you know what I'm saying? For the past, since 2022, my nigga, I've been trying to keep calm. I've been trying to stay out of trouble, you feel me? I've been trying to, become a better person, you know, focus more on me, not too much on bitches, you know what I'm saying? But it comes to a point where a man just can't bite his tongue, can't hold his tongue no more, you feel me? At the end of the day, I'm gonna put y'all on to a little situation that I'm in right now, right? So I started talking to a shorty I used to party with back in the day. You know what I'm saying? And this shorty is like, you be at one of Danny's parties, a FX3 party, and it was like, shorty was it back then. And I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. Back then, I was pussy. I wasn't really the social type nigga. I sit in a corner, enjoy the parties or whatever, dib and dab, say hi to everybody and leave. You know what I'm saying? But for some reason, I reached out to shorty. She hit a nigga right back. You feel me? So it's just like, damn, but that's just like the origin of shit, right? So this is why I personally believe that if a bitch ain't give you any fucking play back in the day, now in the future when she got baggage, don't entertain that bitch. Worth everything. Don't entertain her. Don't talk to her. Don't do nothing. Because at the end of the day, now she gonna want to give you a chance when she washed up or she got a lot of baggage or the nigga that she with at the moment ain't treating her right and she want to find validation in another nigga. But let me put y'all on, right? I've been talking to this person and we was talking. You know, I'm not gonna hold you. To me, in my eyes, this woman is drop dead gorgeous. And sometimes I feel like that's where I go wrong with women because I let my intent be known off rip. You know what I'm saying? If I think you fire, I'm gonna tell you fire every fucking day, period. But, you know, we started talking. She started opening up to me and shit like that, telling me like the position she's in, right? And I'm gonna say this before I go any further. I do not believe in niggas or bitches talking to people that are under the oath of marriage, right? But I'm going against my own beliefs right now because the way shorty made it seem to me, it was like shit not working out with the shit she got going on. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. She happens to mention to me that this summer she was gonna be pulling up to the towns, that she was gonna be here for the Puerto Rican parade. So they all bet I'm gonna be in the Puerto Rican parade. I got a plug, you know, try to impress a bitch or whatever. Got her some wristbands so she could be in the Puerto Rican parade, right? She tells me, yo, while I'm down there, I'm gonna be with my sister. Mind you, that's keynote because the whole time we was talking about her coming over here for like 2 months. Mind you, this happened after I was supposed to go to Puerto Rico and link up with shorty and PR. And we were supposed to go half and half on a trip, half and half on an Airbnb, everything. You know what I'm saying? She was like, yo, I never been to PR. I want to go to PR. I'll pay for my ticket. If we need a car, I'll rent the car. You know what I'm saying? And we go half and half on an Airbnb. So I'm like, yo, like, shorty's really giving me, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I bet. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really attracted to bitches that just be like this with their hand out. You know what I'm saying? If you tell me you're willing to pick, you know, carry around your weight or put on a table, that's marvelous for me, because, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, that just let me know that you about your business. So the original plan was to meet in Puerto Rico. I had to cancel that trip because my sister got a new job, and she kind of like my tour guide for the island. She like my valid pass out there. You know what I'm saying? She like hanging out in Jordan or the hoods out there, and without my sister, I'm not going over there. Worth everything. So I'm chilling, minding my business. Had to cancel the trip to PR in May. So I'm like, yo, I really want to see you when you come into the town. She goes, I'm going to be in the town the weekend for the Puerto Rican parade. So I'm like, I bet. I'm going to be in Spanish Harlem, shooting content, hanging out with my niggas, shooting videos with Joselito, Ken Starr, you know what I'm saying? Just getting active, doing my content shit. So I'm like, bet. Shorty pull up, mad late at the festival. Anybody that know me when I'm on Demon Time, one of the biggest things you can fucking do to me is have me waiting around. I don't like waiting on nobody. No bitch, no nigga, no nothing. If you tell me you're going to be somewhere at a certain time, be there at that time. I give you 10 minutes of grace. You're not there, I'm gone. So she pulls up. Mind you, sister on like bodyguard time. Straight cock block. You know what I'm saying? Like automatic turn off. And I'm not going to hold y'all. I'm not going to paint myself as the victim. I seen some red flags, but I ignored them because, like, in my eyes, Shorty's the different one. You know what I'm saying? Like, she got kids with a nigga or whatever, so the nigga calling her phone. But the red flag that I seen was you sitting next to me the whole time me and you talking, you down talking a nigga, you feel me? Oh, he treating me different. You know what I'm saying? He helping me raise my kids, but he acting different towards my kids too. I'm so sick of this. Like, just straight down talking a nigga. But when the nigga hits your line, you got him saved. That's the love of my life on your phone. So now a nigga confused. Like, what's going on? Right? I'm like, I bet. Red flag. What's good, Rodney? So at the end of the day, I'm like, yo, let me not overreact. Let me not get sassy, feminine, whatever y'all females say today. I kept my composure. Let it slide. The next day, the Puerto Rican parade. Right? We got to the spot late. We told niggas, yo, to get through the gate, show your wristbands, everything else, whatever. You got to be at the gate for the Puerto Rican parade at 9:30. We was there at 9:30, got in, right? I'm going to keep it a buck with y'all. The only reason they got into the parade was because her sister flirted with one of the niggas that was at the gate, gave her IG, and the nigga was thirsty. She gave him a fake number, and the nigga let them in through the gate. I wasn't going to go out my way to get her into there because at the end of the day, like I said, I'm a time cordial nigga. If I tell you to be somewhere, thank you, Rodney. If I tell you to be somewhere at a certain time, you better be there. If not, I'm not going to be sweating you up. No. So she's like, yo, I'm at the gate. And I'm like, yo, what you want me to do? I told you be here or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up? Like, you mad late. And don't get me wrong. We didn't start marching for the Puerto Rican parade till like 2:30. But the simple fact is that they told us a certain time and we was there at that time. Now, the second red flag pops up because once Shorty gets through the gate, she doesn't even like, she's not even like approaching me, or she was mad. Like, I wouldn't say she was rude, but it was like because of the company that I'm keeping lately is what granted me access to the Puerto Rican parade. You know what I'm saying? And my company felt a certain type of way because they just popped up, her and her sister, and they didn't say hi to nobody, like real ghetto rudeness. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, now you embarrassing me because my company not feeling your vibe. You know what I'm saying? Cool. Mind you, the biggest red flag pop up now, people like Chicklet popping up, Justin Silva, big time creators. And Shorty is just like playing their face super hard, bro. Like on some groupie shit. Her and her sister. That's embarrassing to me. Because at the end of the day, I'm over here trying to prove myself to be on the same level as these individuals, coming into the same circles as them. And, you know what I'm saying? You out here acting like a chicken head. No problem. I bite my tongue again. Keep it cool. Keep it P. I'm saying? Because I'm here to do a job at the end of the day. I'm here with my company. My company is literally performing at the parade, on the floats or whatever. So I have a job to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm part of a group called a Trifecta. So I have to play my part. You know what I'm saying? Cool. Parade is over. Now, mind you, I paid for Shorty's wristbands to get into the parade. For her, her sister, and her niece. Her niece didn't come. Right? So that's $50 out of my pocket. Then I also paid for an after party that happened after the parade at the Copacabana. You know what I'm saying? So we leave the parade. Shorty's like, yeah, I'm going to go home. I'm going to change. Woo, woo, woo. I'm going to meet you at the club. The event started at 8:30. We was there at 9:30-ish. Like around 10 o'clock, she hit me with the, yeah, I'm not coming. We went to 138 for whatever. And my sister just want to be around company. And I'm like, yo, bro, respectfully, you never told me you was going to be hanging out with your sister. The whole 2 months we was talking about you coming to the towns. Like, what's going on? Oh, no, because I came down here to spend time with my sister. You never voiced that to me. Do you believe as a woman that I would entertain the simple fact that I'm over here putting on for you so you can have, like, a pretty dope experience? And you just going to be on some, oh, yeah, but I'm with my friends, though. I would have told you and your friend to eat a dick. Word to everything. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. Give me a second. Hold on. Give me a second. One moment. It's a business call. So at the end of the day, sorry about that. Boom. That was me at the Copacabana, bro. Mind you, this is an exclusive event with a whole bunch of politicians, people that representatives that organized the Puerto Rican parade, a whole bunch of shit. I'm like, all right, no problem. I get home, we get into an argument because I'm like, yo, bro, why would you tell me you coming somewhere and you don't show up? Or because I'm spending time with my sister, woo. Bro, and I'm just like, at this point, a nigga start feeling like maybe I got used, maybe I got played. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna cry about it. I'm not gonna sass about it. You know what I'm saying? She try to like guilt trip a nigga on some, oh, why you talking to me like that? You gotta understand, I'm here to see my family. I was like, yo, that was never made a point to me. When you told me you was coming to the towns, you told me you was coming to the towns because you was looking at apartments in Queens because you was thinking about coming back to New York. And you was telling me, and you kept bringing it up, the simple fact that you was stressed out because if you came back to the towns, you wasn't going to have the support that you was going to get from your husband with your kids. And once she said that, I put a stop to that real quick. I was like, bro, respectfully, if I get with you, my intent and my responsibility is you. I've taken care of of another man's kid before, and I will never do that shit again, ever. Because all it got me was I didn't tell you to take care of my kid, and this ain't your child. So I will never put myself in that position again. That shit was a one-hit and quit for me. You feel me? So I'm like, all right. The next day after the parade, I had a whole situation lined up for us. This was the main reason that I believe she was coming down here, was because I wanted to take her out. You know what I'm saying? We had a plan to go to, I was going to take her to one of my Asian Caribbean spots out here on 97th and Broadway. You know what I'm saying? And from there, we was going to hit like a gaming bar by 43rd Street or some shit like that and just vibe out, have a good time. So time passes, 3, 4 o'clock the next day. Mind you, I don't want to go out. I just spent all day walking at the Puerto Rican parade, standing up on my feet. So it's just like, I was exhausted, but I'm the type of nigga that if I say I'm going to do something, it gets done. Period. I'm a man of my word. That's how my father raised me to be. I'm like, all right, cool. Yo, Ma, where we going? What time you want to leave? Oh, no, you know, I'm still getting ready with my sister. 5, 6. 7 o'clock. Yeah, I don't want to go nowhere. I don't think we should go anywhere. I'm tired. Da, da, da. In my head, I'm like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? I had set aside like $700 to take her out, show her a good time in the towns or whatever. She said she don't want to go. I'm keeping $700 in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? I already lost about $200 getting her into the parade, you know, getting her, I'm paying for her and her sister to be put on a guest list for the Copacabana. So I'm like, all right. So now we have this situation because after she left, we've been getting into these little arguments or whatever. I'm like, yo, bro, respectfully, I find it weird that you go on Instagram and you present yourself like a single woman. But then when I bump into your profile on Facebook, that's where you put up all the pictures with your family. You want some lovey-dovey shit with the same nigga you was down talking to me. So what's going on? At the end of the day, if you feel like you want to fix shit with homie, then just let it be known. Let me know. I know you married. I know you got a nigga you live with. So I would be dumb to believe that you living in the same house with a nigga and he ain't cracking your shit, or that you living in the same house with a man and y'all not being intimate with one another. Like that'd be fucking super pendejo simp mentality to believe that shit. I'm like, all right. I asked her multiple times, yo, bro, what is it that you're doing? If you're gonna try to fix shit with homie, just let me know so I could fall back respectfully. Fall back, leave you alone, block you, whatever, or delete you, whatever, and keep it pushing. Every time it was like this dismissive, oh, why you pressuring me? Like real reflective shit. So now we're here today, right? So I start off my day, I go on IG, and shorty post up a picture where her and the nigga she was down talking, a whole collage, talking about, oh, we go through our ups and downs, but you know I'ma always love you, baby, da-da-da. So I'm like, I bet. No problem. And now we're going to go to the receipts in my phone, right? What y'all see here behind me is my inbox on Instagram. So I tell shorty, I'm going to just fall back respectfully. I keep asking you if you're going to fix this shit with dude, and literally just tired of seeing you post the nigga up while you entertaining me in your inbox. Like, what's up? But stay black, shorty. It's clear now is day that you was just in this shit to talk to me, to use me for your little fun that you wanted to have. And NYC, no problem. Now I told her, now if I crash out like I'm doing right now, I'm the nigga that's gonna be looked at as wrong. I'm gonna be the nigga that's gonna be like, oh, look at this sensitive ass nigga, he's emotional. But this is why I believe in receipts. I don't never delete nothing from my phone, because at the end of the day, respectfully, it's even in the Bible, all women bring is chaos, problems, liabilities. So this is why I don't delete nothing, because y'all about to see what range of emotions and type of setups women would go to try to make you believe as a man, or make you believe as the other individual that you the one that's in the wrong. Peep this. Now, if I crash out and start talking crazy, I'm the nigga that's in the wrong, right? She goes, this right here is exactly why. So she tried to make it seem like she wasn't giving me any play because she was afraid that Roberto was going to crash out on her. Or she seen the way Roberto do females dirty when they try to play with a nigga emotions. And then this is why she's using this as the narrative on why she's moving the way she's moving. I'm like, all right, bet. I never used you. I'm not the type of female to use anybody. But that goes to show how much you really know me. Mind you, she's already trying to guilt trip a nigga. She's trying to deflect. She's trying to make it about herself. Peep this. You just don't respect my boundaries that I have and I try to set several times. What boundaries are you talking about? The only boundaries you set with me was, I'm still a married woman. If you thinking about fucking me, it's not going to happen. That's the only boundary you set with me, right? You kept using the excuse that you was married, but you being married didn't keep you from going all the way from Florida to come link up with another nigga, bro. Your boundaries ain't stop you from doing that. Your boundaries ain't stop you from pulling up to the Puerto Rican parade, right? Your boundaries ain't stop you from sending me pictures in my inbox and all that. So what boundaries are you talking about? It seems like now you just want to talk about boundaries because I got fed up with the situation. It's your anniversary. And now I feel like blowing this shit up on some Saddam Hussein shit. Right? So let's keep reading. I made you feel way too comfortable, and that's honestly my fault to begin with. I should have never vented to you about anything because all it did was make you feel stupid in the end, especially when you tried throwing it in my face. Respectfully. I'm still trying to figure out whether if I should name drop or not. That's why y'all can't see her profile and shit like that. But for the people For the people that used to go to the team bashes and Danny's parties, y'all know who she is. Y'all know who she is. They used to call her Cat Eyes. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Cat Eyes. You know what I'm saying? But on to that, right? You trying to manipulate, my nigga. You trying to make it seem like I'm the one that was overstepping boundaries, and I never overstepped any boundaries. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. The only time I even overstepped anything was when I was feeling myself one time, and you were sending me pictures, and you have me on your friends only on IG, and you was looking fire, and I responded to one of your friends only. He's like, yo, when you gonna let me eat that ass up? And you was like, why you talking to me like that? After then, I never even tried it again. No problem. So she goes, you're not gonna talk to me however you want. I told her, I'm not trying to hear none of that bullshit. Exactly, read what I said. I vented to you. You should have never done that. Cool. Whatever. However you feel, my nigga. However you feel. I told her, you was telling me that nigga was acting different. I'm saying, you was telling me that he was acting cold towards you, that he was taking it out on your kids and shit like that, and you didn't like that. That bothered you. No problem. But, give me a second, hold on. Man, people trying to add me right now. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep reading. Mind you, she's going back to manipulations. Back to trying to make it seem like I'm the problem. This is showing me the type of nigga you really are. It's okay. You can judge me all you want. Okay. I told her I'm the realest nigga you ever gonna meet. And this is proof of it right now. Because I don't talk shit. I speak with receipts. All right? I told her at the end of the day, no matter how you lie to yourself, how you try to spin it, how you try to make it seem, you already cheated on your nigga. You already cheated on your husband, right? If you took a plane from Tampa and came all the way to New York to come spend time with a nigga that's not your husband, and your husband don't know you with that nigga, and that nigga's putting up money for you to live out an experience, you cheating. Period. I don't pay for bitches to have a good time with me. I'm not a simp. I don't throw money at bitches. None of that. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I'm only investing or putting money into something that I know that's going to impress or make the person that I'm interested in feel good about themselves. Let them know that I care. Let them know that I'm interested in them. You feel me? So let's keep reading. She goes, laugh my ass off with who? Question mark. Bitch, are you dumb? Right? You don't know nothing about what I got going on for real. You just using everything I told you against me. I was like, I bet. Sausage, you want to play stupid? If I send that nigga my inbox right now, right? And I show him the conversations between me and you, the pictures you sent me, everything else, you really gonna think, look me dead in the face and think that man's not gonna take it like you cheating on him. Right? But let's keep scrolling. The thing is, you don't need to show him. Right? So at this point, I already know she's trying to go into like damage control. She don't want me to reach out to homie. She don't want me to say nothing. So let's keep reading. You think you're doing something by even saying that? Would it make you feel good to say or do that? Say what I said. Ruby, last time I checked, when a bitch invests time to go see another nigga and spend time with another nigga, you know what I'm saying, and accepts like fucking gestures from another nigga, that's cheating, bro. Respectfully. Any nigga you walk up to is gonna tell you the same thing. Respectfully. If that nigga didn't know that it was because of me that you was in a parade with your sister and the whole situation or how you got into the parade was because of me because I was talking to you, that's cheating, my nigga. Work to everything. And if you don't see it that way, that just shows me how fucking delusional and manipulative you are, bro. Respectfully. So after that voice note, shorty starts calling my phone. She's like, yo, call me. Let me talk to you on the phone. I picked up one time. But if I can't collect receipts, I'm not talking on the phone. Because on the phone, you could delete a call. You could say you never called that person or that you never spoke to them. So once she called me, I picked up the phone. And I got one of the new Androids or whatever. So them motherfuckers record calls. So I hit the record button. Once she seen that it gave her a notification that I was recording the call, she banged it. You know what I'm saying? So boom. She goes, yo, just call my phone. I'm like, yo, Ruby, I'm good. I don't want to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to talk to you. You tried to record the call for what? Because I believe in receipts. I don't do he say, she say, none of that shit. Right? And I told her, because I'm not stupid. I keep receipts for when bitches like you like to play games. Right? I'm a witch now? Of course you a witch. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna call you my pretty little princess. Because at this point, you would go kick rocks. Right? Goes back to trying to manipulate the situation to try to make it seem like it's about me. It's crazy how quick you switch up. Mind you, I told her like 2-3 times, yo, if you're trying to fix shit with homie, I understand you got kids with the nigga or whatever, or he raised your kids, whatever. I fall back. You know what I'm saying? I can't compete with a family nigga, bro, because I ain't got no kids. And if I get with you, I'm definitely not going to take care of your kids because those ain't my kids. You figure deal me? So she goes, this is who you really are? I told her, that's what happens when you play with a nigga time and intent, right? No, this nigga defending and protecting his fucking feelings, 100%. Emotional gangster, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? I never play with anything. You just keep putting pressure on me instead of thinking about the bigger picture. Bitch, what the fuck is the bigger picture? Let me know what the bigger picture is, because the bigger picture would be you trying to figure out what nigga you want to rock with. That's the bigger picture. And you not giving me the answer to that. And how am I pressuring you? I'm just asking you how you moving so I can move accordingly. You know what I'm saying? But these are the levels that some women would go to create chaos in your life, try to confuse you and make you fold to make it seem like you the problem. Right? So let's keep reading. I told her, bitches like you create niggas like me. Right? She goes, I have kids. I'm a mother before anything. I said, fuck your kids got to do with me and you. The fuck? Right off rip, she tried to take that and run with it. You just said, fuck my kids? Question mark? I said, no. I said, what the fuck do your kids have to do with this conversation? Right? At this point, she's just fishing. She's trying to take whatever she can to try to flip it and make it seem like I'm the nigga in the wrong. Nigga, they have everything to do with it, especially if I'm ever gonna be with someone. What are you talking about? I said, that sounds like a you problem, to be honest. Right? What? I'm a problem? I'm confused. What are you talking about? I said, you could have had a man, you could have had a real man who genuinely cared about you. But it is what it is, Ruby. Just know the demon you used to see on the book is back. And y'all can ask anybody in my chat, anybody in my shit. I've been trying to stay away from this. My last relationship was super fucking toxic. It ended up all over Facebook. Had me looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I've been trying to keep this side of me locked up. I've been keeping myself single, away from women, just so I can focus on my craft. But, you know, sometimes a nigga get lonely. So now we here, right? You keep threatening me. Don't do that because I'm not doing shit to you. Never did shit to you either. I'm going to let you calm down and then we could talk like adults because I'm not a little girl and you're not a little boy neither. We going back to the manipulation, gang. That's gaslighting at its finest. So we can handle things like adult, not children. I was like, who the fuck is threatening you? I'm speaking facts. I've been through way too much trauma. What the fuck does the trauma that niggas put you through got to do with me? Why do women do this shit? If a nigga beat you, if a nigga lied to you, if he manipulated you, gaslit you, DV'd you, violated you, messed you up mentally, what the fuck that got to do with me? Explain that to me. I've been through way too much trauma with men. Here we go with the victim card. The nigga who wanted to do nice things for you. Oh, I said, no, I'm good. I don't need to cool off. I gave you the nice nigga, bro. I gave you nice, Roberto. I try to get you flowers, take you out to eat, right? I try to take you out to eat, try to court you. you know, create this whole experience for you in the city. You haven't been home in like 6-7 years. So I'll try to do something nice for you, like a nice home. Damn, why this shit focusing on my mic? Do like a nice homecoming, welcoming for you. Try to take you out to eat. Got you in a Puerto Rican parade, the whole nine, right? That was the nice me. You know, that was Prince Charming, Berto. You feel me? Back to trying to make it seem like I'm the nigga that was doing wrong. The nigga who you wanted to be nice things for you, I gave you that. She said, I don't need this. Hold on, my chat. Fat boy! You gave Biddy too much energy. Let that be fly. That's a fact, bro. That's a Fendi fact. No cap. No cap, definitely. But you know what I'm saying? Receipts don't lie, gangster. So, Ami on YouTube said, like, she don't want to deal with you the way you was acting in the conversation. Ami, so let's say you find out that George was talking to somebody else, but you didn't know they was talking. And George came to New York to be part of the Dominican parade on Grand Concourse. And Shorty was trying to take him out, have a good time with him. But he told you he was going to the Bronx to go hang out with his sister only. You're not gonna react this way? Please think twice before you answer that. Right? So let's get back to the inboxes. So she's already trying to victimize herself, male trauma, blase, blase, blah, all that shit. Cool. You disguise yourself with being nice is what you did. Cool. Your trauma is yours to deal with. 100, my nigga. You were nice to begin with because look at what you're doing now. Let me tell y'all something. And please take this into consideration. Niggas treat you nice because they like you. Half of them like you and want to see what type of woman you are and what type of intent and what type of potential you have to be a girlfriend or even later on a wife. The other half of the niggas will treat you nice just because they want to fuck you. Let's make that shit very clear. So next messages. I ain't do shit to you, but be fucking kind and graceful to you. So exactly, and you're gonna keep adding to the trauma, yet you're the nice guy. How the fuck am I acting? How am I adding to any trauma? I'm just calling you out for thinking you could play with my time. Fuck is you talking about? Right? Why you trying to like pivot? You trying to deflect and make it seem like you didn't come out here with the intent of literally spending time with another nigga. You see, Fat Boy said it in the chat. Nah, Biddy trying to deflect. That's a Fendi fact. All right, so she goes, I told her I was nothing but graceful to you. She goes, exactly, you're going to keep adding to the trauma, whatever. I was like, fuck out of here. She goes, that's not it. I'm not cursing at you. You continue to be the aggressor just because of the way I talk. Okay, whatever the fuck that means. I don't want to talk anymore right now. I told her when I spoke to you with sense and respect, you took it for weakness. The 2-3 times that I hit you up and I was like, yo, my man's respectfully, right? Respectfully. Let me know if you're trying to fix shit with old boy, right? And for the people that's watching, please share this shit, bro. I want this shit to go viral. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to show Shorty face, but definitely the story going to go viral. When I went to you and I told you, yo, if you're trying to fix shit with old boy, I know you still married to him, whatever. If you feel like there's a chance that you could fix your relationship, let me know. I bounce. Period. You never gave me a straightforward answer. You kept me in your back pocket. So at that point, you leading a nigga on. Exactly what Fat Boy said. Biddy trying to make you feel bad for being a decent dude. Right, so let's keep reading the inboxes. She goes, that's not it. I'm not cursing at you. Continue to be the aggressor. And I told her, bitches like you make nice guys like me a-holes. You feel me? When I spoke to you with sense, you didn't respect and you took it for weakness. I actually didn't. You're not seeing anything I'm saying. You only understanding yourself. I was like, what is there to understand, Ruby? She goes, a lot. You took me for a pendejo. For people that don't know, pendejo is a simp. right? I was freaking nice to you, cared about you, right? You calling me out my name as if I ever did anything to you. You did do something to me. You wasted my time and you let me on, right? I communicated very well with you and told you plenty of times what it was, and you never paid attention to that. Only kept pressuring me. Pressuring you to do what? You acted like I was out here trying to fly you out to crack your shit. I wasn't even asking for that. I just honestly, respectfully just wanted to spend some time with you. I wanted your company, right? You kept talking down on dude that you married, talking about you miserable in Florida, that you not happy being with the nigga, that he being cold towards you, woo, woo, woo. So I'm trying to be the Puerto Rican knight in shining armor, got you into a parade, offered to take you out to eat, got you into an exclusive party, everything. Gave you the whole fucking treatment. Right? Cool. Let's keep moving. So I'm supposed to be happy about seeing a woman I was actually falling a little bit for, posting a nigga she said out here out her own mouth that she didn't want to be with no more. Right? Homie said, OG told me never let him see you sweat. That's a fact. That's why I didn't tone it down. Because I knew she was trying to manipulate the nigga to kind of tone down and make it seem like I was the one in the wrong. So I told her, ain't no one, I said, well, I'm supposed to be happy about you posting dude that you married to or whatever. So I'm not stringing anything along. This is why I said I don't want to talk right now. You not level-headed. I don't know how to help you be that right now, dead ass. I don't want you to calm me down. I don't want you to get level-headed with me. I don't want you to do nothing, right? I just want you to be fucking realistic with you and me and tell me that you're trying to fix shit with this nigga so I can step. It's that simple. Next message. So I told her, now I pressured you. That's crazy victimization right there. That's insane. So you was putting the pressure on me to make a decision. No, I was trying to get you to tell me the truth. Tell me your true intent so I can move accordingly. I told her I ain't put no fucking gun to your head and or force you to talk to me or even come see me in New York, shorty. Like, fuck out of here. I was asking you to tell me if you still wanted to be with your fucking husband. That's all. Because you can read my message. Not my fucking choice, bro. And then you chose not to make a choice. I'm not cursing either. I'm real calm. You should be too. No, I'm straight. I'm straight. Because if I let you calm me down, I'm no longer going to be looking at shit with open eyes. If I let you calm me down and tone me down, you now take control of the narrative of the conversation. And I'm not having that. You must have forgot what you even said. I don't forget nothing that comes out of my mouth. So we're going to keep going because there's a lot of messages here, gang. She goes, yeah, okay. She goes, how the fuck would I even know what the fuck was going to happen if I didn't know my damn self? So if you didn't know you was going to try to fix this shit with the nigga and it just magically happened from one day to another and today's supposedly your anniversary, why didn't you just let me know beforehand? Right? But I digress. I told her, yeah, okay. All right, niggas just don't wake up one day and be like, all right, let's fix this shit. Let's work at it. So I told her, you deflecting hella hard to try and make yourself seem like trying to make yourself not seem like you hella fucked up right now. She says, if you're gonna just trash everything I have to say, what's the point? All right, respectfully, you already done in my eyes. Just wasted my time and effort. What am I doing is trying to tell you, I've always been trying to tell you, but again, you only hearing and understanding yourself, which is a big problem. Every time that I asked her to give me a reason or explain to me what it is she tried to tell me, she can't give me a straight fucking answer. She leaves like this open sentence, like, oh, I told you, but what was it that you told me? Because you didn't tell me nothing. All you told me was that the nigga was treating you like shit. You didn't want to be with him no more. And it started reflecting on your kids. That's what you told me. You didn't tell me nothing else. So we're gonna keep moving. I told her the only thing that's keeping me from blowing up right now is because I have my social media image that I have to be mindful of. And on top of that, I got a showcase coming up, so I can't really blow her up on IG. You know what I'm saying? I put way too much effort into my new Instagram platforms to literally like crash out on IG. This is why we're doing this on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Twitch. We're not doing it on IG because IG is my professional platform. Right? I told her, you ain't tell me nothing. But okay. She goes, why are you doing this? You never listened to me. I told her, because you played with a nigga. That's why. Again. I told her I'll never let myself be the let's wait and see nigga. Never been the lean on me. I never been the lean on my shoulder nigga. You said the nigga was a bozo and you wanted to be out and do your own thing, but you didn't know how to because he supports you and your kids a lot. Right? I know I said what I said. Being one of the main reasons you were second guessing coming back to New York City. You said the nigga, hold on, no. So don't fucking tell me that I don't listen to you, right? You know what I said, but you also told me none of that matters to you because it doesn't matter to me. I don't give a fuck how the nigga make you feel, but you want to vent to me. You want to talk about how you feeling, so I'm going to just listen to you, right? I don't give a fuck about what you going through with this nigga. As long as you not being active with this nigga and this nigga supposedly not cracking your shit, I don't care. You told me your relationship is in shambles as is. You telling me you want to get away from the nigga. So leave the nigga. Come to Poppy right here. Fuck is you talking about? Respectfully. Right? It's not about him. What the fuck? You're pissing me off. Because you're not understanding me again. You heard what I said. Yeah, you ain't getting it. I'm out of here. I got a show to run, and I got some errands to take care of. She said, and how you going to sit here and say you care about me and my kids, but basically saying, fuck my situation at the same time? I told her, because I see shit in black and white. You're going to be with the nigga or not. It's just that simple. It's that simple to you because you're not the one in my shoes. That's why it's so simple. I said, if I care about you, I'm going to have to care about them sooner than later too. Like I told you. On the phone when we argued after you stood me up after the Puerto Rican parade, right? She goes, oh my God, Siri's blowing minds. How you going to sit here and say that you care about me and my kids? Or basically saying, whoa, whoa, whoa. She repeated that. Siri sent it over again. Like you texted that twice. I'm out of here. I'm going to get moving. Because I was like, you still didn't answer it. I was like, good luck with that nigga. Period. You never cared about me. So that the guilt tripping starts all over again. Right? She's attempting, bro. And I keep blocking that shit. I'm out here like Neo, nigga. Like Bronx Swan dodging that shit. Like, bitch, you not gonna catch me with the guilt trip. Fuck is you talking about? Like, matter of fact, hold on. Yo, Knowledge, let me get some Bronx Swan real quick.
Imagine being able to
hold on. I'm gonna show y'all niggas how I'm dodging the guilt trip right now.
44.
I'm out here like she's trying to guilt trip and a nigga like. What is you talking about? You're not gonna catch me in that shit. That's a dub. Thanks, Knowledge. So it's just like, let's keep reading. You never cared about me. That's crazy, gang. Crazy, right? So I told her, if you want to tell yourself that, you want to believe it, be my guest. Gangster. I'm not even trying to argue either. I'm trying to understand what it is that you don't understand. She still keeps trying to tell me what I do understand and what I don't understand. You figure deal me? So cool. I'm really trying not to go back into my old ways. Like my crash out ways. I wasn't trying to do this. I really didn't want to take it there. Right? What I don't understand is why you ain't just cut a nigga loose. I kept telling you. If you still in love with the nigga, you still got some type of, you know, feelings or you harboring some intent for the nigga, just let me know. Cut me loose. You know what I'm saying? Edward Scissorhands, my nigga. Deuces. I trusted you, and that's why I vented to you about my problems. Here we go again, trying to make me the issue. Right? If you still love that nigga, why talk to me? Why come see me? All that shit. And all you doing is trying to use them against me. Listen, we only licked up for the Puerto Rican parade. Stop making it seem otherwise, please. I was like, wow. That's what we doing? Bet. And that's why we in my inbox right now. You keep saying, why come see me, etc. That was the only time I seen you. Ooh. I like, that's fucking cap, and you know it. Now, mind you, I'm going to spoil it a little bit for y'all, right? Because at the end of the day, later in the conversation, she admits to everything. She admits about leading me on. She admits about wasting my time. She admits about not telling me 100% what was the true reason of her coming to New York City. The whole time it was a fucking trip with her sister for her to come chill with her family. And she never voiced or acknowledged that and let me know that, right? So let's keep reading. So that wasn't the only time I seen you. I was like, you think a nigga gonna go out his way to plan the shit that I did for you if you was just coming out here to see me as a friend? The fuck? Fuck out of here, Ruby. You really played yourself with that one. Oh my God, can you stop putting words in my mouth? Shaking my head emoji. You really lying to yourself, and this is why I'm telling you that you already cheated on that nigga, bro. I should have left you at the fucking gate that day at the Puerto Rican Day Parade. When y'all got there late, I should have never went to link up with you. I should have left you there. You know what I'm saying? Mom, I already lost the money. I paid like $130, $140 to get 3 wristbands for you, your sister, and your niece to take part in the Puerto Rican parade. You told me you never been part of the parade. You only seen it. So I wanted to do something nice for you and try to impress your family. You know, put you on. Give you that once-in-a-lifetime opportunity type shit. You know what I'm saying? One thing you write about when you was down here, I seen the red flags everywhere. And I didn't want to accept it. That you was just like the other bitches out here. You feel me? Playing game on niggas to get what they want from them. Period. Should have told you to kick rocks once I seen that nigga call your phone at the Puerto Rican festival. Bet. So, moving on. She goes, shaking my head. I was like, it is what it is, 100. I never meant for any of this to happen the way it's happening. I made a mistake by venting to you about my problems. No, the mistake was you wasting my time. I just listened to you because I cared about you. And my only focus was putting a smile on your face. But you ain't appreciate that at all. He goes, yes, I did. You just don't understand me. How is that, Ruby? Make it make sense, please. How can you say that? I can't talk to you because you just calling me names and trash talking me. That's all you doing. I'm calling out the bullshit. And can you blame me for being this mad? Look at the games you playing, Ruby. I'm not blaming you at all. I'm not playing games. I told you how I felt about everything, and you don't understand me like I just said. For anybody that's watching, do y'all still understand what she's trying to get at? Because she keeps saying you don't understand me, but she's not explaining what it is I should be understanding. There has to be something for me to understand. It has to be a narrative, and you're not making it clear. You're not speaking on it, right? And then you calling me a bitch and just trying to violate. That was just crazy because I never disrespected you ever. I say, you keep saying I don't understand you, but you're not telling me specifically what it is I'm not getting. You distracted. Oh, I told you this. You disrespected me by posting that nigga on your IG. I have already explained it to you several times. That's cap. And making it seem like you happy with him. You feel me? After all the down talking you did. Now it's happy anniversary, Papi. We've been through our ups and downs. Blase, blase, blah. I'ma love you forever. She didn't love you June 7th, Poppy. Get that shit real fucking quick. Real fucking, and my inbox don't lie. The pictures that's in my inbox, nothing nudie. But if a bitch loved you, she wouldn't be sending a nigga pictures. She wouldn't be hitting a nigga up on a daily. You know what I'm saying? None of that. And she wouldn't even be trying to plan a trip to Puerto Rico with a nigga. Like, stop it. She don't love you, gang. I've been mistreated by niggas for a very long time. And it just seems to continue the cycle. Never ends. Nothing ever changes. Just the person doing it towards me. Y'all see the disgusting ass shit women do, bro. And I'm sorry. I don't mean to sound like I'm anti-woman. But this is the type of mind game some of y'all bitches play. You know what I'm saying? Trying to guilt trip a nigga. Your trauma is your trauma. If you don't have that shit in check, then go see a fucking psychiatrist, my nigga. Go see a shrink. Go talk to your mother. Figure out what about your family dynamic made you this way. And then come talk to me. Because you're not going to try to dump that shit on me. I know where the fuck I stand. I know my value. I know what the fuck I'm worth. And I know my rights and my wrongs. And I know most of my flaws. So don't come this way with that bullshit. Nothing ever changes. I said, same way I told you multiple times, if you want to be with them, let it be known. If you want to fix that shit, let it be known. I'm not part of the fucking cycle. I'm reacting to your actions, right? You just made yourself a part of it by talking down to me. How have I been talking down to you? I just been calling you out for the bullshit that you was doing. I told her, you're not the victim here. She goes, nobody's the victim, not me or you, so please stop it with the victim shit. All I'm doing is reacting to your moves and your decisions, right? When you bring up the fact you've been done dirty, that's you putting yourself in a victim role. You're being disrespectful. It is what it is, what you're doing. And I've never, ever disrespected you. No, you do not. That's the problem, is that you think you do. I told her I have every right to be mad, Ruby. You never spoke down to me, but you have disrespected me. Trust and believe you have. She goes, what the fuck? How? I never spoke crazy to you. I told her, you don't have to talk crazy to someone and disrespect them, Ruby. Your actions speak louder than your words. So explain to me how I disrespected you, bro. You flaked on me after the parade. You flaked on me for the date, the day after, right? After I planned everything. Me and you was planning this shit on the phone for like 2 fucking months. I tried to set up for you. After you went back home, I peeped the weird shit you was doing online, like presenting yourself to be single on IG. And then you would go on Facebook. On IG, you would act like you were single. Like you didn't have a nigga. But then all the family pics and the family time shit, you will post it up on your Facebook. That's somebody living a double life, yo. Worth everything. Then Facebook is the family pics of you and him. All that shit speaks volumes about you, right? Yo, that doesn't. I never went to any of that because I felt wrong and I didn't know how to tell you. Because I wasn't sure about how any of this would end up. I know myself. That's why I didn't go. If that was the fucking case, right? Why didn't you just say no to everything and just not link up with me? Period. You know what I'm saying? This is the proof right here that you were stringing a nigga along. Oh my God, that's not it. Why you looking at it like that? If I felt that you shouldn't have showed up to the if you felt like that, and you shouldn't even have showed up to the parade either. At that point, you was just picking and choosing. I'm looking at it that way because that's really what it was. You know what I'm saying? I didn't feel like that till after I seen you in person. So she's either talking about the Puerto Rican parade or the Puerto Rican festival in Spanish Harlem. So instead of telling me, Rob, I don't feel right about going to the club with you, or I don't feel right being around you, you let me think that you was coming and then you flaked on me. What's good, Jay? Yes, I'm definitely putting this bitch on blast because at the end of the day, I don't like people wasting my time. Right? Mind you, Jay's in a chat on TikTok. I could have gave Jay those wristbands. Jay is somebody that I'm also interested in. She does content on TikTok. She's mad cool. I could have gave those wristbands to Jay, and Jay would have made a way better opportunity of that shit than you did. Right? Like, at the end of the day, that's why I'm saying that you used me, because if you didn't feel a certain type of way, or you didn't feel like it was wrong for you to be around me because you married, but you still showed up to the parade. So at that point, you used me for the opportunity to be at the parade to gain access to be a groupie. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit was embarrassing, bro. The way you was up on niggas, especially at the Puerto Rican festival when you jumped on Ken Starr and shit, that shit was not cool. But like the real nigga that I am, I had to bite my tongue. Because at the end of the day, you not my bitch. You belong to another nigga. And I'm not finna crash out for somebody that's not even fucking me, bro. Worth everything. So let's keep going through the inbox. No, I wasn't trying to do that. Please don't take it like that. Shaking my head. I feel horrible about all of this bullshit. I was like, that's what you did, though. That's why I spazzed on you on the phone. Then you came up here and told me you was going to be with your sister, and you ain't tell me the whole purpose of your trip when you were spending time with her. She goes, whenever I go to New York, it's to go see my sister. I never told you any reason for me going to New York. Only thing you knew was that I was going to be in the towns around that time. So you wasn't clear about what you had planned for the city, because you literally told me that you was only coming out here to look at apartments. You was going to hang out with you. You told me your sister was going to be with you. You didn't tell me you was going to be staying with her, and you didn't tell me that she was going to be on that. It wasn't until later that you told me your sister was going to be with you, and I said, all right, you know what? I'll be Mr. Nice Guy, and I bought y'all the 3 fucking wristbands to be in the Puerto Rican parade. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to impress the family, let them know she was fucking with a real one, right? She goes, and I told her, that's my fucking point exactly. If I would have known your sister was going to be your damn bodyguard and caretaker, I would have never even made the offer to bring y'all along to the Puerto Rican parade to begin with, right? My bodyguard, what the hell? I told you enough times you didn't have to invite me. That's a lie. You never told me that. You never told me that. But I digress. She goes, what the hell? I told her after the fact, you told me that I didn't have to invite you to the parade. After you flaked on me, and then you was at the parade taking pictures with Chiclet, Melanie, Justin Silva, a whole bunch of people that was there. You feel me? She goes, right, that's what I'm saying. So exactly. So you still played with my time and ended up regretting it afterwards. She goes, I'm grown enough to apologize for making you feel like I wasted your time. I'm also grown enough to admit that I was wrong. So after multiple ways, like dipping and dodging and trying to like make it seem like I'm the problem, or trying to deflect and try to make it seem like I was being extra and I was overreacting. Now, when she sees there's no way out, now she's trying to save face. She's trying to save face, and the only reason I'm telling you she's saving face is because she didn't want me to do this right now. This right here, right? She didn't want me to do this where it could possibly get back to her husband. Because finding a man on Facebook was fucking easy, bro. Respectfully. And especially with that last name you picked up, that nigga wasn't that hard to find, boo-boo. You don't feel me? So, let's keep pushing. I'm grown enough to apologize, bluesy blue, to admit when I'm wrong, whatever. I like, to be honest, your apology don't mean shit now. Time is wasted. My money is well. I really thought you was different. You played a nigga face like I was a fucking sucker. She goes, I am different. I hope you can forgive me for being human. I'm not perfect. And you far from a sucker. I just know I don't view you that way. I like, could have fooled me, Ruby. Damn sure treated me like one. Like, if you was just looking for someone to entertain you, then you could have just said that. Instead, you let a nigga become invested in you. She goes, so my question is, what now? To be honest, I'm Gucci. You know what I'm saying? You can go be with that nigga, but at this point, I feel like I'm trying, like you trying to save face. So I can't keep quiet, to be honest. If I stay quiet, I'm definitely gonna be the pendejo. I'm gonna, if I don't do this right here, then I'm not gonna be taken serious by her. Because at the end of the day, you played yourself. On some Charlemagne shit, you really played yourself. Hold on, do I have sound effects right now? Oh, I don't have sound effects here. But that was supposed to be like a flex bomb, but fuck it. Right? You really played yourself. And now you're trying to save face to see if you show me grace or if you talk to me nice, that I keep this shit to myself. I actually don't want no bad blood between us. It has nothing to do with you being quiet. I'm being grown woman, owning up to my shit instead of being ignorant about it. I was like, you sure about that? Because you got hella defensive when a nigga said, show homie my inbox. You know what I'm saying? And ask him if he knew the reason, that the whole reason you was in the parade was because of me. Then let's see if he's not going to feel a certain type of way about that. Right? Because the whole reason you was in the parade was because you was entertaining me. You was talking to me like you was interested in me. And that's a fact. Right? Ask him the whole reason, whatever. Is it making you feel good inside by trying to basically blackmail me? Here we go again with the trying to flip the script and make it seem like I'm the one that's wrong or I'm the one trying to bring her harm. I see? And you jump to see it or try to make it seem like I'm trying to blackmail you. You see? She goes, I'm asking you as a question. Does that make you feel good? I like blackmail is me asking something from you in return me staying quiet. And I haven't done that at all. Either way, you're taking something, holding it over my head because you know it will cause problems. What would make you feel good is letting dude know. I said, what would make me feel good is letting dude know that he's an even bigger sucker than me. Right? That's the thing. You don't even have to tell him, or you don't have to let him know. I was like, that's me being mature, because I could go all the way left and just let him find out through social media that he's getting cheated on for everybody to see. Right? So instead of blackmail is a threat. Still trying to deflect, still trying to paint herself as the victim. Like, that's not a threat. That's me speaking facts. Right? Speaking my truth. You're basically threatening me with messages because you're upset. I'm not upset. I'm just over it. Right? And clearly you don't want the truth to be spoken, and that's why you just tried to save face. So she goes, let me get this straight. And admitted to your supposed wrongs. You said a nigga was treating you bad and attempted to treat you like a queen. I thought you deserved to be. And admit, she goes, literally just did, and I admitted it. You're making me feel like you waited for the right time to see all these things, to say all these things to me. I'm not about saving face. It's about actually admitting that I was wrong, because I feel like shit about everything. Wah, wah, wah. That's cap. I wasn't waiting for anything. I was just hoping you would get your shit together and realize you had a good nigga by you. I want to know why you kept on putting pressure on me to give you an answer, instead of understanding the position that I'm standing in till this day. What fucking pressure, Ruby? All I kept asking was, are you trying to fix this shit? I fucking wanted to know where the fuck I stood in your damn life. Anyone would want to know that. Nobody wants to ever feel like they're on standby. She goes, I'm not just in a little kitty relationship. I'm literally married. And he is my kid's father, biologically or not. I get what you're saying, but what you're not understanding is I didn't know how to answer that, nor do I know how to answer that now. And even after telling you, you still put pressure. This is something small. You hear what I'm saying? She said this isn't something small. You hear what I'm saying? What's good, Catherine? Welcome to the chat. So let's play the voice note that I sent out. I know it's not something small, my nigga, but then if that's how you feel and you don't know where the fuck you stand with the nigga, then why have me here waiting for you, bro? That's what I'm trying to say.
You trying to make it seem like I don't understand that this is not just some little ass fucking high school relationship. I understand that. You have a fucking ring on your finger. That's cool. But at the end of the day, that doesn't make it all right for you to just have me sitting here and not give me a fucking answer.
I hear you. I'm sorry that I didn't give you an answer. The answer seems like the only thing that's really making you feel some type of way. I don't want no bad blood, but no bad blood because of this. So the last messages I sent her was, I should have thought about you should have thought about that before you decided to entertain me, Ruby, to be honest. At this point, nothing you saying is finna make this shit better. If you gonna hate me, then hate me. But it's I'm not finna let anyone hold on. I'm not finna let anything slide when it comes down to disrespect, wasting my time, taking my kindness for weakness. And I left it at that. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I'm doing this because in today's day, these are the type of chicks that'll get a man killed. Respectfully. These are the type of chicks that'll play games with men and then play victim afterwards. This is what I call a Cassie type, right? Well, she be down for all the bullshit, and then when shit get real, she gonna throw herself on the floor, punch herself in the eye a few times, and cry victim. And say she said no. We seen Shorty go through a whole spectrum of emotions. From, you're blackmailing me, you're adding more trauma to my plate, I never said that, you're not understanding me, to admitting to everything. When she felt like nothing was working, she bit the bullet and tried to save face and keep me quiet. And this is why we're here. Fellas, like I said in the PS to this video, I do not condone or believe in talking to married women. The only reason I started talking to this individual is because I actually just thought that Shorty was drop dead gorgeous. And when she told me shit wasn't working out in her relationship, she made me believe and made it seem like she was looking to just cut ties and come back home to New York City. So at the end of the day, I don't want to hear nothing. My inbox don't lie. You know what I'm saying? And I really hope, off the pray to God, that this makes it to your husband. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, that man deserves to know that he fucking getting played. You know what I'm saying? And respectfully, I might be a pendejo, but that nigga's a pendejo times 10 because he's with you and he's taking care of 3 kids that ain't his, boy. That's why when me and you had that conversation, I said, yo, if you get with me, my main responsibility and my only responsibility is you. I'm not taking care of another man's kid. That's simp behavior and simp problems. I'm not doing it. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? So I really hope that this makes his way to your man, because at the end of the day, I don't gotta lie. I don't lie. My inbox don't lie, and I'm definitely not lying on my dick either. So on that point, you guys see what it is. Your boy Illuminati 15, a.k.a. Roberto, Demon Time, Story Time. You know the fucking vibes. And trust me, this was like me on like a 3 out of 10, bro. I didn't want to crash out. The way that I be talking, you know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to keep it P. I'm trying to keep it cordial because I don't want it to affect my platforms. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to sit here either and let somebody victimize themselves, play with my time, disrespect me, and then try to paint me to be the villain. That's a dub, right? I've learned from my past relationships, and I know that this is the best way to check females like this. Pull up with your phone, show the receipts, and tell your side of the story. Because 85% of the time, these bitches be lying, right? Now, for the people in the chat that's watching, get in the chat. Let me know. If you talking to somebody and that person married and she fly out to another state to go hang out with another nigga, is that cheating? Doesn't matter if they slept together or not. If that nigga call you, be like, yo, what you doing? And she says, I'm at the parade with my sister. Instead of telling you, I'm with Roberto. You know what I'm saying? Roberto put me on to be at the parade, and I'm here with Woo Wop Whoop and my sister and my niece. Because that's a white lie, gang. That's a real white lie. That's that cheating, bro. That's why I told her at the end of the day, you already cheated on a nigga, B. And the pictures that's in my inbox say it all too. You know what I'm saying? Shorty ain't send me nothing butt ass naked. But if you married, why you entertaining a nigga, bro? Hold on. I'm not trying to show her face. Hold on. Let me find these pictures real quick. Hold on. Man, fuck all that. Fuck keeping it quiet. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Peep this. I paid for her to be in the Puerto Rican festival, and this is one of the biggest red flags ever. Peep this. Right? Try to make it seem like it was just hard dolo. Roberto's nowhere to be found.
You don't know if I got a gun, it's fun. From the X side of things, but getting inside my rings. Everything I want, I get by the being. It's mine, I shine like money that sound like Biggie. Fuck around my town, boogie down my city. Come around, get pound.
All done and provided by me. Me. That's like you taking a bitch out to dinner and you pay for everything, and all she posts on IG is her receiving a plate, her showing off the cup of champagne, cutting into the steak, but you know there's a nigga across from her, bro. It's the same thing. All right, when I bumped into Ivy at the parade, where the fuck these pics at? Damn. Oh, that shit made me scroll all over again. Me showing her like all the equipment that I'm bringing to the parade, or the upgrades that I did for my cameras. Me at the barbershop, you know what I'm saying? Like, these are the conversations we having. You know what I'm saying? Mommy, you fire. Thank you with the smiley face. Mind you, this is her like sending me ideas for the date we were supposed to have. The day after the parade. Me sending her the video for the Asian spot that I wanted to take her to on 97th. Peep, because my partner told me that he knew somebody that owned the restaurant in City Island, right? And he was like, "Oh, bro, I could put you on with my man since she likes seafood, whatever. I'll make y'all a reservation for the joint in City Island." The reason why we didn't go to City Island is she told me that she wasn't able to get a rental, so she didn't want to like have me spend mad money on Ubers, whatever. I didn't want to go to City Island anyways because at the end of the day, I'm allergic to shellfish, so I don't want to be around that, right? I told her I got the City Island thing that's gonna I got the City Island thing already ready for you. You don't gotta worry about it. Plus, your sis gotta give you the 80 cash for the wristbands. Right, I was waiting for our sister to send her the money, but I'm Mr. Nice Guy. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to make a good impression, so I ended up paying the money myself. You know what I'm saying? See, that's her telling me that's another thing I'm not gonna have is the rental. That ain't go as planned. Blase, blah. You know what I'm saying? Over here sending me heart face emojis and shit like that. I tell her, yo, my queen's so perfect. Diablo, mami, que bonitos ojos tú tienes, tarara. honestly, I can't just wait to go. Even though I'm still insecure of what to do, I'm ready for new beginnings. So you had me under the impression that you was coming to NY. You was moving to NY. You figured deal with me? My receipts don't lie, boo-boo. You know what I'm saying? Me sending her pics from the El Barrio Puerto Rican parade. That's where I met like people like Dean Duarte, Mark Rain, and shit like that. You know, made a lot of connections that day. Right? Just letting her know how active the city was with the Puerto Rican shit. Bro, why this shit keeps skimming back down? Yo, IG be getting me tight. Me, when I was at the Puerto Rican festival, showing her that I met Joselito. Joselito signed a shirt for me and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, showing off my equipment. So it's like, you can't tell me that you wasn't on a type of vibe, on a type of time with me, like, we wasn't talking to each other on a serious note. You know what I'm saying? You could never try to, like, dust it off and make it seem that way. That's impossible. Hitting me up, asking me what you doing in Spanish, sending me flicks. Like, if you married, you gonna be sending a nigga pictures like this? You know what I'm saying? Tell her how I can't wait to see her when she gets to the town. Like, we was talking about the Diddy trial and shit like that. It's fucked up because this day you. This day you right now. This day you right now. You another Cassie. Telling her about a little fight that I had here with my brother in my crib. Look. More ideas for the shit she wanted to do when she came out here after the parade. Spa. All that shit. Out there, whatever you want to do, we gonna do it. Asking me what video games I like to play, the games that she liked to play and shit like that. This was the gaming bar that I was planning on taking her after we hit the Asian spot over by I think like 28th Street or some shit like that. So it's like you knew what was up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you now trying to like flock and try to make it seem like this wasn't a thing or that you wasn't talking to me on that level. That's cap, bro. You came down here with the intent of spending time with me. You know what I'm saying? But then I don't know what happened when you got here, what conversations you and your sister had or whatever changed your narrative. But, you know, if you feel me, like, this is the definition of leading a nigga on, bro. Gassing a nigga up. And then when you got to New York, your whole itinerary changed. Feel me? Like, come on now. You can't tell me, you can't call a nigga like me a liar, bro. Come on now. You married though, right? You married. You married and you sending me pictures in your towel. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now, ma. Come on now. This is why no bitch ever gonna be able to call Roberto a liar, bro. My inbox don't lie. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Roberto. We back on Demon Time, Story Time. You know what I'm saying? This was like, out of like crashing out on my level, this is a 3 out of 10. And I kept it P because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I still somewhat saber a little bit of respect for you. But from now on, you go kick rock, shorty, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? I should have been an asshole and just sent screenshots to your nigga. But now your nigga can watch the whole transcript in his inbox when he watches the live. You heard? But you know what it is? Your boy Roberto, Demon Time. You know the fucking vibes. Like I told you, don't let these bitches lie to y'all, man. Keep your receipts. You heard? I'm gonna holler.